I'm from the Midwest. One of my friends in college referred to me as the man of the plains, striding the fields. And so my experience with the deep blue of the ocean is very limited. What I saw when I was growing up was fields. What I knew in college was Lake Michigan. I went to Northwestern right there on the shore, so I'd see the blue water, well, mostly the gray water of Lake Michigan. Now, one time in high school, I did see an ocean. I went to Boston in order to go to New Hampshire, and I flew into Logan International Airport, and if you've ever flown into Logan, you know the terrifying approach that is Logan, which is ocean, 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 land. So that is my full experience with the deep blue of the ocean until my junior year of college when my best friend Christopher Chen said, "Hey, you want to come home with me for Christmas?" Awesome. Chris lives in Hilo, Hawaii. So I got a chance after talking with my parents, who at first were nervous about me going to Hawaii from Illinois because I had never been that far away from home. But they said, yes, go. So they packed me up and we went on up to O'Hare Airport and I got on the plane and I flew west. I flew first to San Francisco and then I went over the biggest, deepest blue in the world, the Pacific Ocean, to this little dot of volcanic island, the Big Island, Hawaii. Now, as I mentioned, my experience with the deep blue isn't extensive, but neither is my experience with any other kind of blue water. My father was a swim team member and a lifeguard in the 50s. My father, a black man, a lifeguard in Chicago in the 50s. His oldest son could barely swim the length of a pool because he was scared of the deep end of the pool. If I couldn't touch it, I didn't want to swim in it. I hated jumping off the diving board or off the starter blocks, but I got used to the water. And so by the time I went to Hawaii, and I was out there in 1988-89, I wasn't as scared. But we get there, and when you're in Hawaii, you have to go to the beach. Of course you go to the beach. Chris and his parents said, "We're going to go to Hapuna Beach." All right. We get in the car, me, Chris, his mom and dad, and we drive north up past the Kalahari Forest Preserve and down through Waimea and over to the west side of the Big Island, Hapuna Beach, a great wide white sand beach with blue crystal water. Now we're there, me and Chris, young, handsome, 19-year-old men throwing frisbee back and forth. You know, it's beautiful. And he says, "Hey, let's get in the water." Okay. So we get the goggles, we get the snorkel, and we go out and we swim. Now, this isn't a reef, so you don't see a lot of the fish and all the beautiful things that you normally see if you go reef swimming, but you do get to see fish and living things in the water and the sound of things in the ocean, and you get kind of lost in it because you're out there among all of this. And I'll tell you, that blue water, if you've never been to Hawaii, you need to go to see what this is like. And I got swept up in it so much so that when I looked up, I had no idea where Chris was. I am in the ocean. I have never been in the ocean. Salt water is horrendous. But here I am. Okay, I got this. I will swim back in because it's time to go back in, all right? So I put my head down, got the goggles going, and I'm, all right, you got this. You're all right. You're not bad. I know you're normally negatively buoyant, but you're good. You got this. You're going. And I look up, and I'm not looking at the white sand beach. I'm looking at the black lava rocks that border Hapuna Beach on both ends. Okay, all right. Okay, cool. What we will do is we will turn our way back toward the beach and swim toward the beach. So you put your goggles down, you get going in your stroke, and you're good. You got this. You're handling it just fine, and you look up, and you're still looking at rocks. Okay, let's give this another shot. Get there to the beach. You're heading toward the beach, and you're swimming. And where am I? And you stand up and scrape your feet on black lava rock. So now, my feet are stinging, and I'm scared. I am afraid that I may actually die here because I can't get up those rocks. It would be impossible. and I don't know what I'm going to do next. And so for a minute, I am really frightened. And then I decide, I gotta figure this out. You've been fighting against the blue and fighting, and you're gonna lose because it is so much bigger than you. So what I decide to do is not fight it, but go with it. And I swim back out into the water, and then I swim there holding on, sculling like I learned at the Kankakee YMCA so many years ago. And I wait for a wave. And the wave comes, and I dive with it. And I'm toward this beach. All right, that was good. Got another one coming. And I dive with it. And I'm even closer to the beach. And one more time, another wave, and I dive with it. And I slide right up to that white sand beach. Did you ever see Gravity? At the end of Gravity, when she is trudging up the beach just barely alive after coming from space? No, I didn't come from that far away, but let me tell you, I felt like it. I trudged up the sand, looked down the beach, because I was a long way away from where his parents were, and I came down there, and Chris's dad looks up and says, "Hey, you having a good time?" Why, yes. Yes, I am. Thank you.